It's been more than 2 months that Israel-Palestinian war has been broke, and because of that, so many other countries are also getting affected. And innocent people are killed because they are part of a particular country. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IS. I am Ritu, and today's session is about Iran bombing and how this bomb blast will impact Middle East. So moving towards the points of discussion. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, and then we are going to discuss about the event, that what had happened there, who was Qasem Soleimani, and then we are going to discuss why did US launch strike against Soleimani, and then how could Iran attacks will impact the politics of the Middle East, and then practice question for prelims. So moving to the news part. So recently we have seen that there were two bomb blasts happened in Iran, and in that bomb blast around 103 people have died. And this is a very sad news for a country because innocent people are killed. Those who are not concerned about the war, those who have not involvement in the war, they are the killed. So this is the repercussion of a country which are involved in any kind of the war, that innocent people are killed because of this geopolitical tension which are happening in the Middle East. And earlier we have seen that only Israel and Palestinians were getting affected, but right now this tension has been escalated to other countries as well, because there are other factors like US and other countries who are part of this tension are taking stakes onto this kind of the blast. So why this blast happened? So maybe there can be so many reasons. Maybe the enmity between the US and Iran, enmity between the Israel and Iran, and the people have gathered to celebrate or to commemorate the death anniversary of their leader, whose leader name is Military Commander General Qasem Soleimani. Not celebrate, just mark the honor of their leader, and to commemorate their 4th death anniversary, the people gathered to a cemetery, and there nearby their blast happened. So because of that, these kind of problems are happening to the Middle Eastern countries. So moving on, what had happened in Crimea. So here we are discussing the exact events, that what had happened. So the first explosion, there were the two explosions. So first explosion took place around 3 p.m. in Crimea, which is located 820 kilometers away from the capital city Tehran. And another happened after 20 minutes later at Sahib Al Zaman Mosque. And because of the first blast, so many people have started stumbling and they were started trembling, and because of that, chaos kind of situation happened, and in chaotic situation hundreds of people have died. So this is the events, that how people have died. Moving on, who was Qasem Soleimani? So this was the leader, and to mark their anniversary, the people have gathered to a particular place. So Qasem Soleimani was in charge of Quds force of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. And what is this IRGC? So IRGC is Iranian military and is responsible to take worldwide operation, and according to the US, it is a foreign terrorist organization, and the US has marked in 2019 that it is a foreign terrorist organization. And according to the US government counter-terrorism guide, the IRGC are responsible to plot different kind of terrorist activities throughout the world. So and they are also training, funding and weaponizing other terrorist organization, and they are the responsible for various terrorist activities. So this is the narrative by the US. Maybe it can be true also, but this is the opinion by the US. And Soleimani was known to have participated in 1979 Islamic Revolution. And what was the result of that Islamic Revolution? That Pahlavi dynasty was thrown out, and after that theocratic state has been established. And what is this theocratic state? So in Pahlavi dynasty, the state has no religion, not official religion, but in theocratic state, the state has one religion, and because of that, the theocratic state has been established. And it has been said that earlier the Iran has no such kind of problems. They don't have much rigidity, but right now Iran has much rigidity because of the theocracy. So this is the thing, and the leader was very popular in 2000 because he was responsible for carrying out various attacks. So, and especially their attacks on the American military. So because of this, the America has targeted this particular leader. So moving on, why did the US launch strike against the Soleimani? So we already had discussed, because Soleimani has a great role in any kind of military attacks or any kind of attacks against the US military. And when there was an attack happening and war happening between Syria and Iraq, in that this Soleimani has a greater role, and in that militia the American military has been also attacked, and in order to take revenge or in order to take retaliate, the US has targeted this Soleimani leader. So this was the reason that it is why it was on target of the US. So moving on, which is how it could impact the Middle East. So now the Israel-Palestinian wars or Israel-Hamas war is not just limited between two countries. So many other stakeholders are also involved in it, just like Hezbollah, who are the Lebanese based, but still they are participating in such kind of the war. And the Yehudis, the Houthis of Yemen are also part of this kind of war. So Iran is supporting the Houthis of Yemen. And what is the opinion of Houthis of Yemen? That they don't want Western disturbances in their area and Western influence and Western interference in their area. Similarly, Iran has also this kind of the opinion that Western interference should not be to the Middle East. And because of that, Iran has enmity with the US. And so this kind of things we can see that here not only one stakeholder is involved. Similarly, the US is supporting the Israel, and it has been not asked officially that who has launched the attack on Iran, but it has been estimated that maybe the Israeli force along with the US help, they had attacked on Iran. So in order to support and in order to show the solidarity with the Israel, maybe the US is conducting such kind of the things. So this thing will have a greater impact in Middle East, because it will be not just limited to the Iran, it will also stretch to the Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and each country has to take sides in order to protect them. And while taking sides, they will more become vulnerable to take revenge and take retaliate from other sides. So the whole Middle East will become a war zone, and what we can see that most of the countries are involved in a war kind of situation. So this will have a very huge impact on the Middle Eastern. So moving on to the today's question, and your question is, in the realm of the international financial governance, the acronym FATF refers to, and your options are Financial Accountability and Transparency Framework, Federal Agency for Terrorism Financing, Financial Action Task Force, Foreign Assets Tracking Facility. So kindly answer in the comment section. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you for your time.